Hello everyone, Coach Kilburn here again with another video tutorial on Adobe Photoshop Creative Cloud. All right, today we're going to go over the pen tool and some of the pen tool options. Guys, think of the pen tool back in the day, right? We had pens before computers. Before you were born, we didn't have computers. We used a pen. And on paper and on a document, we would draw with that pen. We would draw straight lines and curved lines. We would draw shapes, right? So now that we have computers and we have drawing applications and artistic design applications, it only makes sense to add a tool called the pen tool. So it's just a digital pen. Okay, so let's start out with that. Guys, the pen tool is located right around this list of tools, right? Your toolbox is going to look a little different. Okay, if anything, if you hit P on the keyboard, it will go to the pen tool. So notice your tools, they give you letters, and if you hit those letters on the keyboard, that tool will pop up. So if you can't visually find it, click P on the keyboard and it'll pop up. Guys, we're going to go over the pen tool, freeform pen tool, curvature pen tool. We're going to add anchor points, delete anchor points, and we're going to convert points. Okay, so we're just going to start out with the basics. Guys, when you pick the pen tool for these exercises, I would go up here to my control panel, my options panel, and I would change it from path to shape. It's going to be a lot easier for what we're doing today if you use shape. So make sure you come up here and you change it from path, change it to shape. Okay. Your pixel size is probably defaulted to 0. If you want to see your line, you can go ahead and bump that up before you draw your path. I will draw the path with it on 0 so you can see what it looks like. Okay. So guys, look, I'm just going to make a very basic 5-pointed star. It's not going to be geometrically correct. I don't want your star to be geometrically correct. I want your star to have some character. I want it to be different. Okay. So guys, with the pen tool, remember when we click, it creates a genesis point. That's our genesis point. Genesis means the first, the beginning. Notice now I have a layer here. It created a layer. So there's my genesis point. I move my pen tool, I click, it creates a straight line between that genesis point and then my next point. Just click around, making a 5-pointed star. You may have to practice this a few times before you get it correct. Remember, you have your history panel, you have your edit undo. And remember, when you get back to that genesis point, look for that little circle to pop up. If you click before that circle pops up, it won't be a fully enclosed shape. So hover over that genesis point, look for that circle, and then click. Okay. If you don't bump your pixel size up and you happen to click off your shape, right, you're going to think it went away. It's still there, it just went away. See, it's still there. It's still there. Right. So I'm going to delete that one real quick. Right. Guys, again, pen tool. Right. Blah, blah, blah. Make sure it's on shape. Click, click, click. Again, you can try to make it a perfect geometric star if you want, but I don't like geometric stars. I like the ones that have a little more character to them. Boom. Come up here, you bump your pixel size up, then you can start to see your stroke. So remember, the pen tool makes paths, which are lines, and if you want to change the color, you use the stroke. If you want to, you can come in here, change the color if you like. Completely up to you. If you want to change the type of line to a dash line or a dotted line, that's completely up to you. You can even change the way your end caps are. You can change the way your corners look, right? Completely up to you. Once we have a fully enclosed shape, then we can add a fill color as long as it's on shape. If it's on path, it'll be hard to add a fill. So make sure it's on shape. You can come in here, you can add a fill. Orange and green go really good together. Boom, now we have a cool looking shape. Guys, you can always come over here and add layer styles to it. Throw me a little cool drop shadow on there. All right, get the drop shadow looking the way you want it. All right, it's your design, your artwork. You add whatever layer styles you want. Okay, so that's that. All right. Now I'm going to use the pen tool. Okay. I'm going to delete that shape. I'm going to use the pen tool. I'm just going to draw another little crazy shape over here. Boom, boom. Doesn't have to be anything perfect. Boom. Okay. Now we got to go and use the add anchor point. Okay. I have a Genesis point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guys, these are anchor points. Okay. So if I want to add another anchor point, I use the pen with a plus. See it right up here. And if I hover over that path, I can add another anchor point. Guys, when you add an anchor point, look for these two circles. You have handlebars now. So think of like handlebars on a bicycle. When I move the handlebars on the bicycle, it changes the direction of the path that my bike is going in. Guys, you can move left and right horizontally. See how it's altering the line? You can move up and down. See how it's altering the line? I know some of you are going to go crazy and you're going to end up with like crazy lines that cross each other like this. Guys, try your best not to let your paths cross each other. So that you don't get confused, make sure your paths don't cross each other. Okay, boom. So I can alter that. If I want to add another point, I can come over here. Here's my circles for my handlebars. I can change the way my shape looks by moving my handlebars. Okay, so think of maybe designing like some puzzle pieces or something like that. Right, guys, just like we can add an anchor point, we can delete an anchor point. So maybe I don't want this anchor point here. I can come here and I can delete. I can delete any anchor point I like. Notice when you delete anchor points, it's going to change the way your shape looks. Curvature pen tool. With the curvature pen tool, I can kind of make these little arcs. Right? Boom. Boom. Right? Boom. Curvature pen tool. Just got to get used to it. I'm just moving and clicking. See, it's kind of creating these arcs. I can move my anchor point around. Right. So guys, right now we're just kind of making these shapes. We're not really making anything. We're just getting a feel for how these tools work. We're learning what paths are. We're learning what a genesis point is. Okay. We're learning that we can add anchor points. Right? We're learning that we can delete anchor points. Okay. If you don't like it, Control Z, back up, use your history panel. Okay. Then guys, you have this convert point tool. It will do exactly what it says. It's going to convert a point. So if you click on an anchor point, you then can convert that point. Right? So you got to get used to anchor points. You got to get used to converting anchor points. Right? You got to get used to these handlebars and in which direction you control the handlebar, how it affects your line or your path. Right? So guys, you need to get in here and you need to practice. Right? I'm going to give you a list of items I want you to make me. And you're going to try to make these items, follow the criteria of the assignment. It's practice, but I need you to give me an end result, and I need to be able to give you a grade for it. Okay? All right. So if you want to give that a feel, just go back to the pen tool, come up here, give your shape a fill, change your stroke color if you like, bump your stroke color up so you can actually see it. Right? Boom. Change the type if you want. Boom. Okay. You can always Control T. Still use all the other tools that you've been learning. Boom. Right. Get that out of the way. Right. Boom. All right. I don't remember if we used the Freeform pen tool. I can't remember, right? But guys, one thing with this curvature pen tool, again, if you just want to make an arc, right? Boom, make an arc. If you want the line, but you don't want the fill, just come up here to the fill and give the fill a no fill. Now we just have the line. Okay? So you can make cool lines. You don't always have to make fully enclosed shapes. You can just make arcs and lines. Okay? Check out this freeform pen tool. Freeform pen tool, again, I can freeform and make whatever line and shape I want. Again, change the type, change the color. All right, boom. Making lines and shapes. All right, if you want to make a fully enclosed shape with the freeform pen tool, boom, boom, whatever you want to do. Boom, 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 whatever you want to do. Boom, right, there it is. Do what you want to do. Okay, guys, so we got the pen tool, freeform pen tool, curvature pen tool, add some points, delete some points, and then convert some points, right? Guys, you need to get in there. You need to practice. You need to get used to this pen tool, right? Get used to how it works. Practice, practice, practice. I'm going to give you some criteria, some things that you need to accomplish for me. And you're going to try your best to get those things accomplished, get them all on the document, save the document as a PNG, and submit that to our Canvas assignment document. All right? Hope this helps, guys. Practice, practice, practice.